right in front of the house. Anyway, the hydro came up and there was a squirrel or a chipmunk in there.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's dead.
I think so.
Got down bang like that, I put the drops when I was in the house. You know, the streets getting shot. What was wrong with that cop shot that guy in the back 7 times getting into the
Yeah,
field?
but did you hear on the news today, he was grabbing for a knife.
Oh. Yeah, I
You
guess
don't want to get shot for breaking the law. That's my thing.
yeah.
God save our gracious queen. We're still not on, are we? I had to do that because I want Sue to have a heart attack.
I'm having trouble hearing you guys. It keeps crackling.
God save our gracious queen, Debbie. You're supposed
Yeah, I heard, I seen that. Everything is really, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but you guys are all crackling.
You're crackling, but nobody else is.
Okay, just, Janice, just hang on for a second before you start the meeting.
Oh yeah, I won't start.
No, she's
I
gonna,
didn't hear.
Dale's gonna ensure that the guys.
How are you, Ted?
How are you?
I'm good.
Pretty close now.
Yeah, but remember, we're live. Well, we're gonna be live and you know the comments. Is that good, do you think? Yeah? Okay. All right, there you go.
You going down here, David?
Yeah, I can move over a little bit.
Yeah, I lots of room.
I think these are pretty close.
But I have to make sure I can get them on here.
Oh,
So, Sue, I won't go on until you give me the head.
I can't hear.
Okay?
I can't hear anybody.
Yeah.
We can't see you, Debbie. You're off.
you've got them all on there pretty good.
Where's Carl? Not on yet?
My picture's there. I can see myself.
Oh, all I can see is your mouth and down. There.
Yeah.
Okay, Carl is not gonna be on because he had an eye appointment.
So he's not going to be on at all today?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna have to use my phone because I really can't hear you guys at all.
Yeah, well, I'm close to the young lady walking.
No, she could bike.
Yeah.
But she could walk, it would probably take her half an hour. But I told her I'm getting her, I told her I'm getting her a little scooter.
Buy her a new car. John was talking to Cindy one time at the Trail Bridge, there's a whole bunch there. Peaceful Gay says.
So whenever you're ready, let me know. Give me the thumbs up.
Okay.
You're going to sing our fall.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, good morning, council, and to the public, welcome to our special meeting, August the 27th, 2020. I want to welcome everybody that can see us through YouTube or Zoom. We appreciate you being here. Mr. Keel is away. He had an appointment and sends his regrets. So I'm calling the meeting to order. Does any member of council have any pecuniary or financial interest to declare?
I will at the time.
Oh, yes. Sorry, Councillor Brown.
Yes, I will when we do. the
Okay, thank you.
voucher.
Duly noted.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
so I'm still having trouble hearing you guys. You keep cutting in and out. But I just wanted to let you know that at 11:15, I have to step away for a phone call. So just to let you know, in case you don't see me behind the screen, that I'll have to take a call.
Okay, and what time was that, Debbie?
11:15.
Okay, thank you. Duly noted. All right, so council, you've had an opportunity to see the minutes of special meeting August the 6th. Is there any errors or omissions to those minutes? Seeing none, I'd entertain a motion that we adopt the minutes. Moved by Brian, seconded by Debbie. Discussion? All those in favor? Thank you, carried. So we're going to go to the reports, and Sue, could you start, please?
Yeah, just a couple of things. Just need direction from council regarding on the 2020 taxes. We said that we would waive them until the end of August. So I'm just wondering what's council's direction on that.
Okay, we can open up for discussion. So council, we've waived it, and we said that we'd review it now. What's council's wishes? Do you want to continue to waive it, or do we want to start back the way of doing business like we did before?
Now, we were only waiving the 2020.
That's right.
We're
That's right.
interest on 2019 and prior.
That's right. Only 2020.
Yeah.
Is council, do you want to waive it? Teddy, do you want to speak, please?
I'm just, I think most people are back to work now. I think it's time to
Go back.
go forward and move on.
Okay. Okay, so Ted's recommending that we go back to normal. Anybody disagree? Now, Sue, do we need a motion for that direction? No,
No.
just direction.
Yeah.
Okay, so council, those in favor of that direction? Unanimous. Okay, Sue, you've got direction. Thank you.
Okay. Just an update that we did receive 100,800 for the Safe Restart Recovery Program.
Good. Did council, you sent everybody a copy of that? Good. Thank you.
Yeah. So
Any questions on that? Okay, go ahead, Sue.
No, that's just for the
COVID.
COVID expenses. If we can put it in a reserve for future use.
Okay, that's good. No strings.
No strings.
Okay.
Also, right now, there's a mass email going around to all municipalities asking what are they doing for opening their council chambers, COVID procedures, also what are they still doing, open meetings, Zoom meetings. So there's quite a variety of what's happening out there. Majority of municipalities are still doing Zoom meetings with no public participation. There are some that are allowing it, but I just wanted to let you know that, I mean, at the end of this, they'll probably provide a report, but the majority are still remaining closed, and even their municipal offices.
Okay, so at the EOCG meeting, I spoke with department heads concerning this and asked for some recommendations. So Sue, we're recommending to council, again, this is up for discussion. So we're recommending that we not allow the public in until we feel a little more comfort with what's going on with COVID. We do provide lots of opportunity for the public to respond, letter, emails, they can phone the office and right after the meeting, so they can address anything that they've heard. And I welcome that public input. It's very important. But to protect the staff, to protect council, and to protect the public, I think we should remain just with Zoom meetings, just with no public until such time as we feel more comfort regarding the COVID. The other thing that Sue and I, so we have the authority, I'm asking council to continue to give Sue and I the authority till the end of October. I would like to start resuming meetings. Ted and Debbie now are going to be going back to work, so we need to start doing our meetings in the evening to be able to accommodate them. Now I've got my book, I've got some dates. I'm wondering if council will allow Sue and I then to continue and for me to continue with calling special meetings when we need them. And so Sue, what was the dates that I had given for the
September the 29th and October 20th, I believe.
Okay, so the reason that I'm suggesting we not do this October the 6th is I'm going to be away on my honeymoon. And I think that just to start the whole process and that, I'm sure Debbie would prefer if I be at the helm just till we get back to our regular. With council's permission, then again, we could call and I can call another special meeting if something happens and we need to talk to council. I will continue to keep council fully aware of what's going on, as I've been doing. Every Friday, I report to council, giving you a full report of what's happened that week, any action that I've taken with the authority given to me. So I'm recommending we meet on September 29. We'd have an evening meeting. We'd have it here in the chambers. Again, we wouldn't allow the public in. With council and with senior managers, we will be at the maximum that our chambers would allow for social distancing. Then we would still allow the public to comment after the meeting by email, text, phone calls, and so we can respond to any concerns that they have on anything that they heard. Then we would go to the next meeting, which would be in October the 20th, I believe you said, Sue. And that again would be come into the chambers, council, staff, but again, we wouldn't allow the public in until we start feeling more comfortable. So that's sort of what I'm recommending to council. And at the October 20th meeting, then, if it seems like things are better, then council could decide to withdraw that authority from me and Sue. Okay, so I'm opening it for discussion.
I'm good with that.
Okay,
Okay. I'm
Stanley, you're
with
okay?
that.
Okay, Brian?
What was the first date there?
The first date would be September 29th, and that would be when we start coming back in to the
Okay.
chambers. And it'd be a night meeting, so it would be at 7 o'clock, so that we can accommodate Debbie and Ted. And again, we would leave it, or we do it by Zoom so that the public can see and watch, and then they can respond if they so see fit.
Yeah, I'm
And you're okay?
good with that, yeah.
Okay, Debbie?
Yeah, I'm good with that. Thanks. Yep.
Oh, okay, so thank you, council, for that, allowing Sue and I to continue. We will continue to give you full reports, mark those dates, and those will be meetings held in the chambers just for council and staff. The second thing that we will start going back then to normal meetings after that. I'll be back, and then, you know, we can get back to those normal dates that we have. If council sees COVID, and we'll know better by then how we feel about what's going on in the world. Okay? Thank you very much, council, for that. Sue, do you have anything else?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Okay, just a second here. Okay, so then we're going to go on to Work Superintendent Dean. Have we got you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, good morning, Dean. Could I have your report, please?
Okay, so right now we're just doing the regular maintenance, coal patching the potholes, brushing some sides of the roads and cleaning culverts as needed with debris in front of them. So on Tuesday, we did receive our grader, and it is back now. So we never got a chance to use it.
Congratulations. I'm excited. It sounds like it's a new grader.
Yeah, no, it's good to have ours back. Our guys are more familiar with it, so it's the operators are really enthused about that. The other thing is we're doing trees. We did some trees at the boat launch as well. In Traymore there were some hazard trees there, so we got them removed. The swing at Station Park, we had to take it off last week due to the structure that holds the swing on was not solid. One of our guys, I guess, was cutting the grass there and seeing that when somebody was on the swing, that a couple of the posts seemed like they weren't sturdy enough for it. So for for liability and a hazard, we took it off for now. When we get a chance, we will be replacing it and fixing the beams or whatever, but that's when we get a chance. It shouldn't be too long, probably within.
How old is that swing? Council, can you remember? I can't remember how long ago we put that there. It just seems that it's breaking very quickly. Ted?
2 years. Been there 2 years.
Okay. All right, sorry, Dean, continue. Go ahead, Dean. I apologize for interrupting.
Yeah, that's no problem. No, it just seemed like the bottom, I guess, where can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, no, okay. So Yeah, so the bottom brace is where it goes into the ground. We're just gonna have to probably end up digging it out a bit and maybe putting some cement in there to hold it properly. So that's why the swing is off, if anybody was wondering why. So
No,
once we get,
yeah, we appreciate the update because if counselors get a call, then they know what's happening there. Now, what about,
so that's-
so nobody can climb on it or anything? We don't have to put tape or anything? I don't, is there any
No,
risk of, okay,
no, not to that, Janice. no.
okay, thank you.
Okay, the only thing is, the other one is for waste management. Everything seems to be going fairly well there right now. Everything's doing good. So I did talk to, well, I got Greenview there. They did contact Central Ontario Scrap Metals regarding a contract. He is fine with either way. He said his prices will not change this year. So he said he'd be fine to haul what we need to haul away. That being said, if we do hire or go with a contract with him, it would just be for the hauler and not for where we're shipping it right to Belva right now, the transfer station. Because the transfer station right now is in a process of changing management from GFL to Scaletta. But as with Central Ontario Scrap Metals, they had provided us, and they had said that they were told that the tipping fees will not change once the switch has been made. So it'll be the same price as what we're paying right now. So it's just up for discussion if the council wants to move ahead with the contract, or should we wait and see once the changeover has been, maybe we can see if we could do a contract with both. It's up to council's decision. I don't know if you have anything. I didn't get a chance to talk to Stanley about that, as I just received that yesterday afternoon. So I
Okay.
don't know what council's decision on that would be.
Dean, are you recommending that we wait then to sign the contract with the new owners?
That's my recommendation.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Stanley, do you have any comments on Dean's recommendation?
No, I think
You're
it's a good idea. We'll get everything figured out perfectly, and then we step into it.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions on Dean's recommendation? Okay, show of hands then that we can wait to see what the new owners, and we'll go from there. Show of hands. Thank you. That's unanimous, Dean. Go ahead.
Okay, that's it for my report.
Okay, any questions on Dean's report? Any questions of Dean?
Janice,
John, yeah, go ahead.
I want to comment, the good job they done at Traymore, cleaning up that boat launch. I passed there yesterday evening. Everything looks perfect there, the way they cleaned everything up. There was probably about 15 ton of debris to clean up. And they've done a perfect job.
Dean, make sure you pass that on. Make sure you pass that on to your staff. Well done.
I will.
Okay. Okay, we'll move on then to our CBO bylaw officer. Tyler, are you there?
I'm here, yep.
Good morning, Tyler. Could I have your report, please?
In general, it's business as usual. Real estate's still moving pretty quickly, which is translated into lots of zoning questions coming into the office. I have 62 issued permits right now, with 5 currently under review. And the estimated construction value as of now is just over 4 million. And that's all I've got.
Okay. Any questions of Tyler? Thank you, Tyler. Next, we go to Dale, our facilities asset manager. Dale, good morning.
Janice,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, I was on Ryan Street there. It's in between 19 and 23. It's that old building that's falling apart there, that old trailer. And Jody McDonald, I was dropped some stuff off for her yesterday, and there's tin going around there. There's a sheet of tin there, just holding by the corner, a good 4x8, flapping back and forth, and she's scared that it's going to blow across into her yard, and the grandchildren running around there.
Sorry, John.
Dangerous looking.
Sorry, John, I missed who it was. I'm sorry. I didn't hear who the complainant, who is the person complaining, please?
On Road Street between 19 and 23, there's no numbers. That's where that old trailer is falling apart there, and there's tin flapping all over the place. There's Jody McDonald. But that's her maiden name. And she was telling me about it the day before yesterday, and she's scared of that tin blowing across into her yard, maybe on top of some of the grandchildren.
Okay.
It is definitely dangerous looking.
Tyler, did you hear John's bringing the complaint in? Tyler?
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, I heard John. I'll look into it.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, John, for bringing that forward, and Tyler will investigate that. Any other questions or comments for Tyler? Thank you, Tyler. So we'll move to Dale then, the facilities bylaw, the asset manager. Dale, good morning. How are you?
Morning, not too bad. How are you?
Good. Could I have your report, please?
Yeah. So library, Zircon has finished everything there. The electrical, everything's done. They've got the new shelving is pretty much all in, if it's not all in by now. We still have to do landscape work. That's with the fire hall. Wade Contracting has started on the groundwork. They've got the hole dug down to basically as far as they've got to go down, and they're hoping to have the clear stone and geotech style in before the end of the week. They are planning on starting the new driveway next week.
Good.
Here at the township office, we've installed new security cameras on the outside of the building. And they're all hooked up, and we've got 7 cameras located around the outside of the building. That's pretty much all I have for right now.
Okay, Dale, you'll take part in our in-camera session, please. Are there any questions on what Dale has reported? Any comments, questions of Dale? Okay, thank you very much, Dale.
Thank you.
Okay, so Bob has a report. I hope everybody has that in front of you. Good morning, Bob. How are you?
Very well, yourself.
Good, thank you. Could you
You're
give us
surviving
your...
life and staying safe.
Good, that's
You're
all good
surviving
news.
life and okay, good stuff. Okay, fire calls since the last special meeting. We've had 4 on all in August. August 16th, there was a hydro pole fire on Roach Street. 18th, we had a CO alarm call on our Antler Lane. On the 19th, we had the car fire at Wilno School. And August 19th, the second call was a daytime burning complaint on Red Rock Road. So we had gone a fair stretch since between May and August, but then all of a sudden we got 4 calls. Activities of note, we had the pump testing completed, all the trucks passed. We do have a couple of minor deficiencies, which we will look at. One, which is common, is the relief valves. And that's a valve that releases when there's too much pressure. And we rarely use it, so it kind of gets stuck. So it needs a little bit of work. And we had 1 gauge that's broken, needs to be replaced. Training, we did the SCBA training this week, and that included the equipment breakdown and cleaning, because we're putting more emphasis on the cleaning due to COVID, et cetera. And so we went through that. Training planned next week, it's extrication training. Then we're going to do car fire training. We seem to be getting a few of those. Last winter, we had the trail plow for the snowmobile trail. The groomer caught on fire. Then we're going to put a push on the basics with those probationary firefighters so we get their certifications done. And we're going to again practice with our Don and Dawson, the SCBAs, at each of the bi-monthly meetings. And bi-monthly meetings will restart. So we've got the next one scheduled for September the 8th. As Dale indicated, August 13th, we had the pre-construction meeting with respect to the new fire hall. And the first hall progress meeting was yesterday. Okay, then we go over to the wildfire hazard report. The 6 factors, as you see, are all rated low right now, which gives us an overall assessment at low. No concerns there. CEMC activities, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 EOCG meetings since the last special meeting with council. And I've had 3 COVID-19 ministry and municipal update meetings with OFMEM and the departments of the province that attend those. COVID-19 cases, what we have in Renfrew County, we ended up picking up another case. It has now since been resolved. So we've had 31 confirmed cases, 30 of them resolved, and with 1 death. What you see in the resolution numbers is we've had 96.77% resolved, 3.23% for the 1 death. So the new one came in and ran through an area. You can see we had 8 in Arm Prior an area, 1 in Barry's Bay an area, 2 in Deep River an area, 4 in Pembroke an area, 5 in Petawawa, and 11 in Renfrew an area for a total of 31. Ontario, what do we have that's good and exciting here? I can see we had this as August 26th. Confirmed cases 41,695. Resolution at 37,863 with 2,802 deaths. So Ontario is running with 90.81% on resolution right now. Nationally, we're talking rounded numbers. Confirmed cases at 126,000. Resolved at 112,000, which is an 88.89% resolution. That compares internationally to confirmed cases at 24,226,129 with a resolution of 16,717,037 at only 69%. Even there, though, the death rate, although the numbers are high at 826,753, is still less than 3.5%. That's it for me.
Okay, thank you very much, Bob. Okay, any comments or questions on any of Bob's report? Any questions or comments for Bob about any other thing regarding the fire department? Thank you very much, Bob. Okay, we're going to move on then to our community development officer. Good morning, Chris, and how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you. Could you go ahead with your report, please?
Absolutely. I'll ask that Sue will let me share my screen.
Okay.
Okay. I'd like to apologize to our council if this seems a bit thin. I was covering for Deborah last week while she was on holidays. So see if everybody can see this here. Okay, everyone can see that?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Okay,
Well,
so the digital mains.
Sorry, I can. I don't know. Nobody's complaining, so I think everybody can see it, Chris. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful. So interviews for the squad members for the digital Main Street were occurred last night. We did end up hiring a person. So training will start next week. And then after the training, the squad will be rolled out. And they'll begin either meeting by Zoom or arranging for socially distanced visits to help the successful businesses navigate the grant and then provide additional support. So I'll update council when I get more information, but that is the status of the Main Street grant. The second thing is advertising requests. So with online advertising becoming more prevalent in Killaloe-Haggerty-Richards, I am asking council permission to support local businesses on Facebook when they have an online contest or fundraiser. Our contribution would be simply posting the event or fundraiser on our Facebook and directing any questions to the organizations. For example, Engine House's coffee, new coffee naming contest, or Go Green Farms fundraiser. Many other municipalities support their business online this way, but as it was a new endeavor for Killaloe-Haggerty-Richards, I would like council's permission before doing so. The newsletter, the material was delivered to Liam at Bayberry Designs on the 17th of August. I'm looking forward to seeing what Liam comes up with for a new design, but bear with us as it is a work in progress. I will look for council's feedback once it was released. I'm expecting the proof to be ready no later than mid next week. And then the environmental action tour, we currently have 9 groups who have agreed to participate. I reached out to Peter Benner in the Canadian Homegrown Community Radio, who has been very helpful and added advertising to their program. I will also be making another video to promote the event by the end of the week. It will also be advertised in the newsletter. To the public, I'm asking those of you who are environmentally conscious out there to please consider signing up or if you know anyone who would be interested, please have them send me an email at communitydevelopment@khrtownship.ca or call 613-757-2300, Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 4:30. We can always use an extra hand in helping clean up the environment. The event is September 19th. There's $1,000 in prizes, and each participating household will get 10 free garbage tags, $20 value. And that's my report.
Okay, so let's leave item number 1 up then. Thank you. Okay, council, I can't see. Okay.
Do you need me to stop sharing?
Yeah, I think you'll have to stop sharing and, okay, good. I need to see council. Okay, so item number 1 on his report. Is there any comments or questions on item number 1? Okay. Was there any direction needed on that, Chris, from council?
Nope, just
Okay,
it was
good.
just an update.
All right, on the digital. Number 2, he does have a request for permission on item number 2. Could you just repeat, Chris, what it is I'm going to ask?
Yeah, so
council?
I'm just looking for permission when the businesses are advertising any of their specials or their fundraisers or contests, that we would support that by sharing it online. And then if anyone asks any questions, directing them to the proper people.
Okay.
That would be my request.
All right. So any questions on that request before I ask for a vote? Okay, those in favor of allowing that to happen, pick your hand up. Okay, Chris, you got unanimous on that?
Wonderful.
Go ahead.
The third would be the newsletter.
Okay.
Just an update.
Okay, so you have an update on the newsletter. Any comments or questions on the newsletter? Okay, council, go ahead, Chris, of number 4.
And then the final is just an update on the environmental action tour.
Okay, any comments or questions on the environmental action tour? And Chris, we do have in-camera discussion with you. Okay, any other questions of Chris on anything? Thank you, Chris, for your report.
No problem.
Okay, then we have Ted. We are going to be looking at the vouchers, the expenditures.
Yeah, I'll just step out into the hall.
Okay, duly noted. You have it, Sue. Thank you. Do you want to read it then, Sue? Sue, you're on mute.
Okay.
Thank you.
I, Ted Brown, declare pecuniary financial interest with road in general voucher number 07-2020, and I do have the motion prepared.
Okay, so is there any comments or questions on the vouchers? Okay, let's read the motion and then I'll ask for a mover and a seconder.
Motion to approve road and general voucher number 07-2020 in the amount of $205,660.18.
Moved by Debbie, seconded by Brian. Okay, any discussion on the motion? All those in favor? Carried. Thank you, Ted. You can return. Okay, we're moving on to correspondence, okay? Again, I'll address the correspondence, and if you have any, if I don't hear any response, then we will move on to the next. The first one is from the County of Renfrew, the Business Development Funds awarded. Comments or questions? Okay, then we're going to go to the letter to the Minister Elliott from the Warden. Comments or questions? Okay, the Ministry of the Solicitor General. EORN. An email from Catherine O'Hara. She is the new GLPOA president. Any comments or questions? Could we please, I have been emailing her back and forth, but could we send an official letter of congratulations, council, under my signature? Is everybody okay with that? Okay, good, thank you. Next is from the City of St. Catharines. A legal challenge of amendments under Bill 184, Section 83. Ottawa Valley Business Newsletter. OV, County of Renfrew, Taste of the Valley.
I have a
Amo,
comment
oh,
on-
sorry. Brian?
On that Taste of the Valley, it asks if we're interested, we're supposed to let them know for 2021. Are we still in that?
Yeah, we should do that. Council decided we were gonna look at it, and that job we'd give to Chris then, and at least he could start. It's a big process, so at least he could look into it and start the process if that's council's desire. Ted? Oh, sorry, Brian.
It just says let them know if we're interested
right.
in 2021, so maybe we should get on the board right away.
That's right. Ted?
Yeah, I agree with Brian. We should let them know we are, but we do have to sit down with, the other groups. We did have a meeting and said we would sit down all together and discuss it.
Yeah, so I think what we could do is maybe I'd ask council to make a motion so it's done officially. So moved by Ted, seconded by Brian. Okay, the motion would be that we notify the County of Renfrew of our intent to seek a spot on the Taste of the Valley for 2021. Any questions or comments on that motion? All those in favor? Unanimous, carried. Thank you very much. Okay, the next one.
Amo.
Yes, just wait, I'm trying to find.
I put that in, that was the new correspondence.
Okay, yes. Comments then, Amo, Mayor Eamon was elected to the board. I want to offer my congratulations to Reeve Eamon, and maybe we should send him a letter as well, Sue, congratulating him.
Okay.
Everybody okay with that? Then the County of Renfrew local representation at the Association of Ontario. I didn't read that one. What's that about?
Is that the new correspondence that was emailed, Sue?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was just the new stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, attends. What is that, Sue? Just.
It's just an update that the County of Renfrew attended virtually the
Okay.
AMO conference.
All right. And then AMO policy updates. Any comments or questions on that? Okay. Then we received a letter from a taxpayer, Ann Paul, and I want to thank her very much for sending us a letter. It's nice to see the public are watching, and at any rate, so I've got her letter here. I'll just actually email. So after I read the email, I asked staff to do some investigation. And so one of the things she was concerned about and had questions focused on water drinking systems. And so Sue called the MMAH, and there's no obligation for council or the municipality to provide potable water to users except for the people that are on the water system. So again, we have no obligation. And she contacted neighboring municipalities, and almost all of them, none of them provide potable water. Some of them had, and they took it out since COVID. So they've taken action like we have. So we did some investigation, and council, I think that you were right in what you did. And but if council, I'm going to, if council hasn't changed their mind on their position, then I will not allow this issue to come back to council. We've talked about it several times. If council continues to say no to providing that potable water, remember that the people of Killaloe pay for the water. So if anybody else is using that water, their people in Killaloe are paying for them to use it. So in fairness to them, I think that, and when there's no obligation to provide that. So There are, Sue did look into, the county of Renfrew do have 2 funding streams available to the public who have problems with that. There's the emergency minor home repairs through the county of Renfrew, and Ontario renovates through the province of Ontario. So there are avenues for people that are having problems with their water. So they could tap into that. So now I just open it, council, does anybody change their mind on, I mean, if you do, if the majority do, then we'll move with that discussion. Anybody change their mind? Okay, so I'm telling the public then that that issue is closed. Council has addressed it 3 or 4 times already, and the answer remains the same. The second issue was regarding the chickens in Killaloe. Again, we have talked about that issue 3 or 4 times. Does anybody on council going to change their mind regarding the chickens? Otherwise, I will then put that to rest as well. I won't allow that discussion to come back to the table. If you've looked at it 3 or 4 times and remain to say no, then that will be our position. Has anybody changed their mind? Okay, thank you very much. All right, so could you please write a letter or send an email to Ann Pohl, thanking her very much for her email and just giving council's position. Everybody okay with that? Okay, so that is the correspondence. We're moving on to bylaws. So Sue, you have that bylaw?
Yes, 39-2020.
Okay.
I do have motions.
Why do I not see it?
It's exotic.
Yes. Okay, I don't see it.
I gave it to you yesterday on your pile there. You want another copy?
Yes, please. And the other thing that was in the package, did council got a copy of the County of Renfrew, the roads?
Yes.
So I highlighted what roads and the costs are being done in Killaloe, Haggerty and Richards, just for council's information. So we're very appreciative of the county roads and the county operations committee and county council for moving to get those roads done in our municipality. Okay, and Sue's going to provide me with the bylaw, and then I apologize to council. I have lots of paper on my desk. I'm sure it's here someplace, but I don't know. I don't have that, and I don't have the confirming. Oh, I put it there with you. Okay, I'm sorry. My apologies. Okay, so I need a mover. And is there any questions on the bylaw before I ask for a mover and seconder? Okay, so I need a mover for first and second reading. Moved by Debbie, seconded by Brian. All those in favor? Carried. First reading, Council Short.
Bylaw 39-2020.
Discussion on first reading. Council, second reading Short.
Bylaw 39-2020.
Any discussion? Motion for third. Moved by Stanley, seconded by Ted. All those in favor? Carried. Third reading Short.
Bylaw 39-2020.
Okay, thank you. All right, we're going to move on to any unfinished business. Any unfinished business, council? New business. Brian? No, you lit up. Okay. Any unfinished new business? Okay. So we've already given you a date for the next meeting, and that meeting, unless something comes up, I would call another special meeting. If something comes up and I call a special meeting, it would be again in the evening to accommodate Ted and Debbie. They're going back to work in September. Then they were working from home, and So Ted was a little more flexible, so we will be going to evening meetings. So if I do call a special meeting, it would be in the chambers again with staff and council to meet the social distancing, and we would not allow the public in, but we would have the meeting in Zoom so the public could participate. So then you have the date of that next meeting. Okay, so any other business before we go in camera? Okay,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, Stanley.
I was just looking at my book here. I marked that veterinary meeting will be held in Cobden there on the 22nd of this coming month in September.
Okay.
Council still want me to attend that.
I would like you to attend. I appointed you to that, but council, does anybody have a problem with him attending? We send money there, so we should have a voice. Okay, everybody's okay, Stanley, so go ahead.
Yeah, unless they have.
Canceled it.
They canceled it, but it was, I was definitely marked in here.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, seeing no other business then, I want to thank everybody that's on the line. Thank you to the public for taking part in our meeting. I want to thank all senior managers for providing council with updates. I want to thank Terry, and I don't know if Valley Gazette's on, but to the press, thank you very much for taking part. I appreciate that very much. And to everyone then, enjoy your day, and we will be back online on September 29th, if not sooner. So have a great day, everyone. Thank you. Sue, could you then ensure that?
Yeah, everybody is off. That has to be off.
Okay.
Just a reminder to ask everybody is alone.
Okay, so Debbie, are you alone?
Yep.
Brian, are you alone?
Yes.
And I know the three other counselors are in the chambers, so we're all alone. Okay.